was a bright Saturday morning in Orlando, and the crowd at SeaWorld buzzed with excitement. Families with children clutched souvenir cups, teenagers scrolled through their phones while waiting in line, and tourists from around the world gathered at the Grand Shamu Stadium. The star attraction of the day was the Orca show, a tradition that had captivated visitors for decades. No one in the stands could have predicted the terrifying twist that was about to unfold. The trainers entered the stage with broad smiles, radiating confidence as upbeat music played. At the center of it all was a massive black and white orca named Kairo, a crowd favorite for his size and grace. Children cheered as Kairo leaped through the air, his sleek body glistening under the Florida sun. The splash of water over the first few rows made the kids squeal with delight. It was everything the audience expected: thrilling, magical, and seemingly safe. But beneath the surface, something felt wrong. Kairo circled the pool faster than usual, his tail slapping the water with a force that seemed less playful and more frustrated. One of the trainers, Melissa, noticed the unusual behavior. She had worked with orcas for 10 years and understood the signs of stress, but the show was live and hundreds of eyes were watching. Pushing away her instinct, she signaled for the next routine trick. The moment Melissa leaned forward on the platform to cue Kairo, the atmosphere shifted. Instead of gliding toward the center, the orca lunged upward with terrifying speed, catching Melissa by surprise. Gasps echoed through the stadium as the massive animal grabbed her arm and yanked her into the water. For a split second, the crowd thought it was part of the performance, but the panic on the trainer's face made it horrifyingly clear that this was no act. Children began to cry as parents scrambled to cover their eyes. Some people screamed, others pulled out their phones, torn between fear and fascination. Melissa struggled in the pool, trying to calm the animal while keeping her head above water. Trainers on the sidelines threw ropes and banged on metal gates, desperate to distract Kairo. But the orca dragged her deeper, spinning with a force that no human could resist. Her lungs burned as she fought for air, every second feeling like an eternity. The water turned into chaos, white froth, splashes, and a flash of black and white as Kairo tossed Melissa back toward the surface. She broke through for a breath, coughing and gasping, but the orca was relentless. The crowd was frozen in shock. Some parents rushed their children out of the stadium, while others prayed out loud, unable to tear their eyes away. Finally, another trainer jumped onto the platform with a bucket of fish, shaking it violently. Kairo's attention wavered. He hesitated, circling Melissa one last time before swimming toward the food. Seizing the chance, two trainers pulled Melissa to the edge and hauled her onto the platform. She was trembling, soaked, and bleeding from her arm, but alive. The audience erupted into nervous applause, though the sound was shaky and uncertain, as if no one knew whether to cheer or cry. Within minutes, the stadium was cleared. Paramedics rushed in and Melissa was taken away on a stretcher. Kairo remained in the pool, circling slowly, his massive head breaking the surface every few seconds. His eyes seemed unreadable, neither guilty nor angry, just wild and untamed. Later, officials would debate what triggered the attack. Some argued that captivity had broken the orca's spirit, leading to aggression. Others believed it was a simple accident, a misunderstanding of play versus harm. Animal rights activists called for an end to performances, while SeaWorld defended its safety measures. But for the people in the stands that day, the debate didn't matter. They had seen with their own eyes the raw power of a creature that was never meant to be tamed. Melissa survived, though she carried scars, both physical and emotional, that would never fade. She eventually left her job, unable to return to the waters where her life had nearly ended. Kairo remained in his tank, a living reminder of the thin line between entertainment and danger. And so the story of the orca attack at SeaWorld Orlando became more than a headline. For those who were there, it was a haunting lesson. Nature can be trained, rehearsed, and packaged for a show, but it can never truly be controlled.